First of all, I don't believe in numbers.
Don't get fooled. Grab a drink, because this is Hangover Time.
Game 5. First quarter, he go down 20-5. Eric Spoelstra benches Kevin Love, brings in Caleb Martin. From that point on, the Heat have been the better team in the series, despite what the national media will tell you. I keep hearing that Boston is the more talented team. Boston is the better team. Boston deserves to win this series. Boston, will be the first team to come back from 0-3. Guess what? Heat win. Heat motherfucking win. Fucking Boston is more talented. Boston is the better team. By what measure? By what measure? They've run it back 3 fucking times. They played 3 fucking playoff series. Do y'all know what the record is?
What's that?
Tell it to me.
It's 11-9, Miami fucking Heat.
Ooh.
So over a representative sample,
Fuck them numbers. But
Miami is a better team, and fuck Boston forever. Fuck Boston. Fuck the Tea Party. Fuck Matt Damon. Fuck the town. Fuck Ben Affleck. Fuck the Patriots. Fuck Tom Brady. Fuck Bill Belichick. Fuck the what's his name? The owner getting hand jobs.
Robert Kraft.
Fuck Robert Kraft.
Services.
Fuck all that shit. Are you kidding me? Kraft service. Wait, listen. I don't care what they try to tell you. They're gonna tell you Jason Tatum twisted his ankle. Oh no. Oh no, poor sweet baby. That motherfucker wasn't fucking scoring in the fourth quarter anyway, this entire series, okay? Our best player has had an ankle issue since last round. Nobody gave us no fucking, nobody gave us no.
We were hurt last year and we didn't get shit. Fuck you.
We don't get those excuses. Do not let them do, because they're going to try to do it. They're going to be like, oh man, if Jason Tatum didn't get hurt on the first play, man, listen. Every time, and I'm talking about since last game, when Jason went to that step back, swearing to God, he Kobe. You ain't Kobe, bro. You will never fucking be Kobe. You are not Kobe. You will never be. And Jaylen Brown, please, for God's sake, keep dribbling.
Oh,
baby. Dribbling, Jaylen Brown.
Loose ass handle.
Keep fucking shooting. You're so much more fucking talented. You can't dribble.
Jaylen Brown disbands.
So
dribble like Stanley Hudson.
So much more talented. They can't dribble. Yes, fuck Donnie Wahlberg. Fuck Mark Wahlberg's racist.
Fuck new kids on the block.
Y'all lost y'all minds, man. They was talking cash about my Miami Heat. They were saying these motherfuckers are so much more talented. And I just, where? Caleb Martin is out playing fucking Jason Tatum. Where is the talent? Like, why are you talking to me like this? Gabe Vincent out playing Jaylen Brown. Why are you talking to me like this? Fucking Duncan Robinson, y'all gotta bring in this Hauser motherfucker off the bench to get a fucking White to fuck with my dude. Y'all, Derek White is your best player. Why are you talking to me? Brash, fuck all this rant shit. There's one thing everyone's waiting for us to do. Let's fucking do it right now.
Oh man, okay.
Off the rip.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Fire it up.
Let's do
You ready? You got those pipes warmed up, Alf? Here, I gotta bring in Christian for this. Here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Bring your wife.
Oh yeah, where's
Get that shit out.
No, she's going to bed.
Get ready, Moose.
Yo sigo vacilando, el carito lo vea y
Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo batía en la discoteca. Pepa y agua para la seca, todo el mundo batía en la discoteca.
This part always gets me.
Finals bound, baby.
White hot finals.
Never in doubt. But not the Derek White kind. Not the Derek White kind.
Not the Boston White kind either. Oh.
No.
Oh.
Said Alf about the hair and ACL.
Woo, Alf, you better sit down.
Good thing we get a couple days off.
Literally.
Once I catch my breath.
Could have had a week off, but whatever.
It's long time ago. Long time ago.
Y'all ready?
Whatever. Fuck y'all.
Yes.
I am Alphonse Sidney, aka Alf 954. Welcome to the Miami Heat beat post-game show, Hangover Time. Could have been the last Hangover Time ever, but no, the Miami Heat will not let us die. If you're watching live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Miami Heat beat. Always try to catch us live. A lot more fun. Get us some subscriptions. Hit us up with some bits. Hit us up one time. If you're watching the replay on Miami Heat Beat YouTube page, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're listening to the podcast on the way to work tomorrow, first of all, we love you because that's where we make all of our motherfucking money. Brad.
Money.
Brad. It's my whole right side.
Yes. You all right?
Oh my God.
You're so stupid.
It's the first time I've sat down since 7:15 p.m.
We should have Reggie all night. Keep on jumping in with like, oh man, yeah, Alf right at the beginning, right at the start. He hurt himself.
Right.
I'm just not sure he's gonna make it through.
It's like my third vertebrae to my solar plexus.
Yeah.
Vertebrae?
Let's find out
Feel
what
the heat down in your
thinking
solar plexus.
and who is their player of the game.
Woo.
They said I'm listed as probable for game one of the NBA Finals. Correct. I'm going to go first. And I don't normally do this.
Go.
It's a special occasion.
Come on.
Hangover Time has never done an NBA Finals game. Y'all know that?
Let's go,
Hangover Time has never done an NBA Finals game. We are on our last season. We are going to go out with a fucking bang. And to celebrate it, I brought out the pure white.
Oh my God!
Wow.
In honor of my player of the game, Duncan Robinson.
All right.
Love it.
Perfect four next to Bam.
Not Derek White. Not Derek White.
No,
No, not that white. Not that white. Not that white.
Good one.
Y'all saw Duncan styling on him? Brash, I don't know if you got that, Brash. Y'all saw, I'm talking about, motherfucker said, what?
Wait,
Oh man.
Motherfucker said, call me the N-word, Boston. What you got from me?
Oh, okay.
Y'all heard they hit him with that hard R the other day. Duncan said, what y'all got from me?
They did hit
Yeah.
Jimmy. with a hard
That
R.
was the most quiet
Yeah, they did.
Boston's been since the
They
13th
left.
Amendment passed.
Gee.
Oh, they were walking out with 2 minutes.
Oh, gee. Oh, gee.
LG's been holding that in a few
Duncan,
games.
Duncan said, "Hey, what? What y'all got?" Anyway, Moose, what are you drinking? Why is it Monkey Shoulder? And who is your player of the game?
Woo, you know I'm drinking Monkey Shoulder. This is a brand new bottle because this series I've been hitting it hard. I will say, as much as I would love to give it to Jimmy Butler, although we'll get into that later why he probably doesn't deserve it, I gotta give it to Caleb Martin. The only reason we're here, and I was thinking about it earlier, I remember last year we were calling for Caleb Martin in Game 6 and especially more out of him for Game 7. So this year we got redemption for it because we got more of him in every single way up and down the court. And it paid off. So my player of the game is Caleb Martin. Take me out, Brass. One time, finals bound.
G, what are you drinking? Why is it Hennessy? And why is your player of the game Kyle Lowry?
I went fancy today. The Celtics don't deserve the Hennessy. Fuck them. I hate them. I made a nice cocktail. It reads like a pina colada. It's like a pina colada Mai Tai crossover. It's really nice.
It's cool. It reads like a pina colada. Hopefully it doesn't spell like you, though.
No, it does not. Listen, man. My player of the game is Eric Spoelstra for not playing Cody Zeller.
Yeah.
Hell
Listen,
yeah.
Oh,
look,
thank you.
He beat wins. We got Hamish at the 5. This has been a work in production, baby.
Trendsetter.
We win. Small ball. Jack says my sage was jet lag. Fuck you, Boston. Yo, hold on. We got a fuck ton of subs, and Moose is gonna have to say so many goddamn drip drops.
Give it to me.
Celebration. I'm gonna start with the big one. Because someone came in hot. So we had Eric the Great give 10. So Moose, can you hit my man?
Eric the Great gotta hit him 10 times with an NBA Finals bound drip drop.
Moose, you're gonna have to do it even louder because Stella Thor 33 gave out 20 fucking 5.
Oh,
25 for Stella. Got her groove back. Hold up. I gotta hit her 25 times because Mozzarella Joe's melting. Drip drop.
And then gave out an additional 5, so it's fucking 30.
Wow.
Dude, you're
let's
starting
go.
to kill me a little bit. Drip drop. We're gonna have like 5 more games.
Stella Thor has more gifted subs than Jason Tatum has points.
I'll give her one for that.
shit.
Oh, my God.
This shit about to malfunction. He got liquor in his laptop.
He's gonna cut out in like 30
Moose
seconds.
got liquor in his Chromebook.
His apartment's so small, he's drowning in it.
Tiff, what are
Yes.
you drinking and who is your player of the game?
So, still sipping on this George Clooney. This shit is smooth. I love it. My player of the game. We called for it. We needed it. We got it. Hamish Locksmith. Take me out, Brass.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
all I gotta say.
Wait, Brad, should we just do it now? Or no?
Do you want to do it now, or how about
I
let's
said
go
we do it now.
You want to do it now?
Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Woo.
Okay, that's fine.
Break up the
Let's
monotony a little bit.
do it now.
Sorry, fuck.
Yeah.
Love it on the fly. Here we go. Let's go.
That's like
Let's go to our favorite segment that we've
Brad
done a
said
million
this one
times this
quick.
season.
Right.
The locksmith.
Right.
That
I gotta
shit's
look
Wayne
up
Deadman could have
funky,
had it in the apprentice.
on.
Like he could have had a little
I like how we're
minty.
wiping away cocaine at the end of that.
Culture. This is culture.
Let's see.
Miami.
So here we go. Let's check. This play was so
Mm.
fucking
Mm.
sweet.
Oh, look at that ankle. Look at that
Clean
ankle.
poke.
Mm.
Clean poke.
Look
One
at that.
motherfucker
Look
knows
at
how to
that.
run a fast break,
Yep,
apparently.
off the glass.
Boy, look at that. Get him. Mm.
me that.
Cookies.
That was
This is our
I
best
knew.
fast break of the night, by the way. I just
It was the best fast break of the night.
We can't win
And
fast
we
breaks for shit.
needed the energy in that momentum.
That
In
right
that
there
moment.
started. That started that momentum that just kept going and going
Hey, man,
and
good
going.
pass by Gabe there. Because
Yep.
some dudes just take that in, but feed the big man.
I haven't seen a Celtics player that lost since Jason Terry. Like, look at Grant Williams. On the, what is that? Oh man, spin cycle.
Did Brogdon gained like 30 pounds? Because every time he was out there, I thought he was Grant Williams.
Oh, that was Brogdon. Yeah.
Yeah, Brass just called him Grant
Yo.
Williams.
Well, okay, I'm listening.
is
I
looking
got a
little-
lot of shit going.
He
Look a
does
little
look
like
a little-
no, Brass. He
Nah,
do
no.
look a little thick. He looking a little thick
Yeah.
out
Yeah.
there.
Man
Pudgy.
gained 30
I'm surprised.
pounds.
It's a little something in the bread
That
basket.
time.
That's
Well,
why
now-
he's injured. He had
hey,
so many
now-
croquet in Miami.
Hey, now he got time to go work on it. He can go work on it now.
He has all summer.
I thought he was going to be a deal maker in this series. What a joke.
Brass, since I
Let's
fucked up
go around. Yeah, you really
fucked up your rhythm.
throw it for a
What are
loop,
you?
man.
Yeah, where
What
are
you
we?
drinking,
What game
and
is
who
it?
is your player of the game?
Where are we? Well, this was a user a viewer suggestion, which was an excellent one. So I am drinking. So let me back up by saying, congrats, Boston. You listen, coming back 3-0, down 3 games, going into the final, like that is not easy. Their composure that it took to do that is impressive. However, it don't mean shit if you can't get that last game, which you didn't. So tonight, I made a drink called The Last Word, because that's what we got on you fuckers. It's gin, maraschino liqueur,
Love
green
it.
chartreuse, and lime juice.
Find the chartreuse, the fucking monk there.
Class
little-
jazz.
It's a little tart,
Class.
so I kind of know what you're feeling right now. But I think it's beautiful. It's just
Brass
wait.
class.
Let's
Like
do
that
let's do
lemon
that. Let's do that ASMR.
No. I wanna be-
Oh yeah. Those tears, baby. I love those tears.
Okay, afterburn.
Siobhan, what are you drinking in your exotic locale? You don't look like you're in a regular spot. And who was your player of the game? And why was it Gabe Vincent?
I've been on the road. It's definitely Gabe Vincent. You already know it is. I'm in my uncle's house, and like I don't know what men drink. So there's a Heineken here, so we're just gonna have it. We're
Just have it. Just have
Do
it.
it.
we're just gonna have it. It's a celebration. Player of the game certainly is Gabe Vincent. Gave you clutch, timely threes. That one in the corner that Caleb passed to him on the wing. What he finished with 10 and something. I'm just so happy for him. He is the third runner-up Eastern Conference MVP. Don't care if anybody wants to tell you. And just 10-4, 26 minutes. And then like shout out to Kyle also for like closing it well. I like that Spo went with Kyle to close. But yeah,
Also, help Gabe's ankle. So rest,
Yeah,
rest
that
the
too.
ankle.
but you know what, it would have
Kyle's-
helped me like extra rest, but it's fine.
Kyle 7-5 plus 26 on the night, by the way. So
Frost and Coated Finals, we in here.
Franky, what are you drinking and who was your player of the game and why is it Bam Adebayo?
Bam Adebayo. He had a great game defensively. I'm drinking some Truly, some hard seltzer because the Celtics suck and you need to drink some green tears. I'm gonna go the other direction here. My player of the game, it's a tie between Malcolm Brogdon, minus 15 in 7 minutes. I don't know how you could do that. And Jaylen Brown, 8 turnovers. He had more turnovers than the Heat. Shout out to you, Jaylen Brown. You really brown your fans. Shout out to my viewers. Real ode to him in the crowd tonight. Take me out, Brad.
Shitty ass.
Christian, what are you drinking and who was your player of the game?
And how are things going on the home front?
Well, funny you ask, Brass, because I'm drinking Leslie's tears, and I had to get the big cup.
Oh.
He said he had to get the big cup.
But honestly, I gotta be honest. The only thing I'm thinking about is the amount of people that were giving me slur after game. I hope you all have a fucking wonderful summer, you pieces of shit. But,
Go.
damn it.
You needed to get out of that city.
That's what it was.
I was a wreck. I didn't say a fucking word in the first half. Not a fucking word. I was silent as a ghost. I was like, I can't say a fucking thing because I swear to God, if we pull this off, it hasn't hit me yet. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna be a monster. Oh my God, I cannot wait. But honestly, player of the game, right? I think I had an out-of-body experience watching Caleb Martin turn into Kobe Bryant for about 6 minutes in the third quarter. That motherfucker was hitting shot after shot, twisting multiple times on the same pivot foot, hitting fadeaways, hitting everything.
It was that baseline
Caleb Martin. Caleb Martin. We have him on one more year at like, what, 5 million, 6 million?
6.3. Crazy.
They kept saying cha-ching, cha-ching. I was like, no, it's already locked in.
I'm going to be more locked in like 20 minutes. Come back to me in like 20 minutes.
No, listen. We're at 21 minutes, man. We ain't even getting to the show yet.
Hold on. We got breaking news.
What's up, Frankie?
We got breaking news. Chris Haynes says Tyler Hero is ramping up workouts and is expected to make his return at some point during the finals, with Game 3 being the likely target.
No,
This is the real Chris Haynes. This is the real Chris Haynes.
Right, is it the real?
Haynes, Chris.
It's the real Chris Haynes.
We're not breaking.
Whatever. I always said he was questionable today. Guess what?
This ain't about him. It's about him, but I'll talk to her when
Someone
she
said
gets
Alf is soft tonight,
here.
no mojo. Alf is trying not to wake up his daughter. So, listen, doing my best, all right?
Even one should
She's been holding her eyes open watching the end of that fucking game. Alf, so fucking learn something.
I want to fucking scream. But you know what? Listen, before we get into anything else, we got our Gaga guys. We got all kinds of shit. We want to shit on Boston and piss on their graves even more. We want to actually talk about the finals matchup, talk about what this Heat team means. Like, we're talking about an 8th seed, right? An 8th seed. Like, this is fucking history. Like, they keep telling us about what Boston could have done historically. Nobody's mentioning the fact that this is the first time an 8th seed has been to a finals in a non-lockout season. Okay? Like, nobody's talking about that shit. The Knicks did it in that bullshit lockout season. Mm-hmm. This is the first time an 8th seed has been to the finals. Like, the Heat have literally made fucking history, right? So there's a lot of shit to talk about. But before we go anywhere, before we do anything else, we must look back on these motherfuckers who was running their goddamn mouths, bro. They were running their mouths. This fucking biased-ass national Northeast fucking base media. They fucking wanted Boston to win so goddamn bad. Richard Jefferson guaranteed it. Mike Greenberg's a fucking New York native, and you were rooting for Boston. You fucking scumbag. You have no shame. Are you people not fucking embarrassed? You have no fucking pride. Like, you hate Miami so much. As a New York fan, you were rooting for Boston? What is wrong with you? Like, have some sense of self-worth, you fucking losers. Fucking brass. So it is time. Let us review this shit. Let us get to the receipts.
Not a whole lot of folks talking about like Vegas odds makers and prognosticators and folks like that are giving Miami much of a chance in this series. What kind of a chance do you give them?
I don't give them much either, honestly. I just think this is just a bad matchup. Like, this is 1 versus 8, if we really think about it.
I'm agreeing with Kenny. I don't think Miami's got a good chance at all. I think they got so much more talent than the Miami Heat. Who do you put on Brown and Tatum? They don't have that matchup. You can't put, as much as I love Strus, he can't guard those guys.
Double. Here's that high screen action. Strus is on him. Tatum is there, intercepted by Butler.
I don't think Bam can guard those guys.
Knocked away by Adebayo.
I don't think there's a Miami Heat player that could, other than those two, Bam Adebayo and Butler, that could play consistent minutes over the guys that the Boston Celtics have.
The question is, who should be favored to win it all? Celtics or Nuggets?
I think it should be the Boston Celtics. I believe Jason Tatum is special. I believe the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown is special. And I think that Boston is one of the rare teams that, listen, you can put 5 guys on the court. They don't have to double. Sometimes I'm looking at them, I'm like, why are you doubling? Everybody, every one of them can guard at times when you see them. Oh, I don't make nothing but good points. I think right now, when you're looking at the 4 teams remaining, it's justifiable to call the Boston Celtics the favorite to win it all.
I believe the Celtics are not only the best team, but we're going to win it all this year.
Yeah.
I think they have the best foursome of guards in the entire league that not only make threes, but they all each lock down defensively.
UD, ESPN Analytics says you guys have a 3% chance to beat the Celtics. What say you?
Say who?
What do you have to say about that? 3% chance ESPN's giving you guys.
ESPN Analytics.
Who said that?
ESPN Analytics, the mathematical ESPN Analytics.
Exactly. I'm sure the Athletics, Assaholis, or whatever they call themselves, probably had us not beating Milwaukee either in the first round.
It's false. No way. We created it. It's totally made up.
Look who's 12-3 and the hottest team in the NBA, the Boston Celtics. That's 12-3. Leading coach in the East, Joe Mazzulla. Chew that gum, Joe.
Sink or swim. Kept them. I think you just kept them on the same direction. At least it looked like it. You know, the outside looking in, it looked like, you commanded the respect from day one.
Joe Mazzulla in this last timeout, not happy with the effort here by the Celtics.
You know, we won 3 out of the 4 quarters. I thought the first half was good. And I thought we'd just let go of the rope in the third quarter.
Going up against Spoelstra, who's constantly making adjustments on the fly, willing to kind of call timeouts and change things up so quickly, how did you balance like trying to let things play out?
I called 2 in the first quarter.
Thinking more like the third quarter.
No, I don't call 2 in the first quarter. Save it for the third quarter run.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
In the worst
Here's the dish by Brown, and here's the shot made by Williams. And look at the words already. Williams and Jimmy Butler are smiling about it. And then here's the contact at the ensuing play. And let's go head-to-head, guys.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
Did Grant Williams make a mistake poking the bear with Jimmy Butler? Next question.
We're down 2-0. Grant fucking Williams. Leave Jimmy Butler alone. Go look at my tweet before the game. I said it wasn't a must-win. Do I want to be down 2-0 heading to Miami? No, I don't. Am I going to be there front row fucking I'm going to will this team to a victory on Sunday? Fucking right I am.
2 days later.
All right, just left the game. There's 7 minutes left. We're down, I think, 42. Scrubs are in the game. Just got our dick smashed into our lungs, smashed into our asshole. They didn't even put up a fight. Just got their fucking faces kicked in. I have nothing left to say, except Celtics in 7.
You know, they're a really good team. They're a well-coached team. They got stars. They're not going to lay down. So, you know, we got to come in and handle business on Tuesday.
Yeah, clearly you didn't watch the game tonight. Yo, stop it. Well coached and don't lay down. Go look at the tape again.
Don't let us get one. No, just don't let us get one.
For Miami, a team that is not, look, let's be honest, this isn't like overwhelming you with talent. They have a very small margin for error. When you start making mistakes as Miami, you don't have a Tatum to kind of just talent your way out of it.
Jimmy freaking Butler!
Tatum gets the ball now because he's hit 2 threes and he hit that shot. Spo panics. And so...
Spo panics. Put it on the poll, Juju, at Lebitard Show. Is Amin's criticism correct that Spo panicked?
I believe it from my heart to my balls to my toes. This is going to be just like the Red Sox did. The first 3-0 comeback in the history of the NBA.
The Celtics are not dead. They're not. Listen, folks, this ain't a good basketball team. They are on an unbelievable hot streak, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, they can't throw in the ocean.
Miami should not be the team going to the finals. They shouldn't be.
The impact that the coach has had in this series, Eric Spoelstra, I believe, has been disproportionate to what we usually see. But there comes a point where you run out of tricks. Like, you run out of things you can do.
We don't give a shit.
When does Miami turn back into a pumpkin?
At the end of the day, if these teams just go out there and play, the Celtics should win every single game. They're just better in every single game. I'm sitting here telling you right now, I believe history is about to be rewritten. It's about to be 150 against 1 instead of 150 against none. Someone's got to break through. This is the team to do it.
Well, did it work for those people?
No, it never does. I mean, these people somehow delude themselves into thinking it might, but it might work for us.
Zach, which of these teams do you trust more tonight? The answer right now is the Celtics. I would actually predict a comfortable Boston win.
I went to the Miami Heat, finally realized, you're not supposed to be doing this.
Next year, we will have enough, and we're going to be right back in the same situation, and we're going to get it done.
What a production.
Yo, Brass.
Fucking production.
Thank you very much.
Brass.
I don't even
smoke. That shit was.
When he was, listen, the when they were talking about, most people delude themselves into thinking they can do it. Oh my God! And then
this is not a good team.
I'm sorry.
Tiff, he turned around with his Celtics hat on.
I'm sorry. Portnoy throwing the pizza on the roof.
Portnoy throwing the pizza.
The Breaking Bad scene was just so
Yes.
It was
the Arrested Development though. That's what got once the Arrested Development came up.
The best part about it was Brass ain't put a hat on that motherfucker to the end.
Yeah, to the end, right? He's talking, turns around like
it's just
right there.
Cotton.
It could be us.
Who was that one motherfucker who was like?
Who was just like? Should have given Brass Dave Portnoy.
That's correct.
Who?
Yeah. Who's
Are
the
you talking
dude?
about Portnoy?
No, I wasn't talking about Portnoy. Who's the other guy who was just like Miami shouldn't win? They shouldn't be the team.
I don't know.
That's a Knicks guy.
Some guy
That's
that
a
can't
Knicks
break
guy.
through the morning show and is not
He works for the
ready
Knicks.
for the
They
4 o'clock.
don't put him on no other show.
And he works for the Knicks.
He's on the very first hour of the
You're
show.
muted, Franky.
Yeah.
You're muted, Franky.
I feel like Franky actually has the answer.
Right.
No, I was gonna say they need to give him a name tag. He's that.
I don't know who bro is, and he ain't gonna be on any more shows with all his predictions.
He just can't go through.
That says build Brass a statue. I agree. Him and Caleb.
Bro, like someone said Brass should have been ECF MVP. Correct.
That was
He
Nakai.
put the mouth in the butt crack. I'm like, all right.
I was like someone.
That was sophomore, but it was good. It was excellent. That's listen.
Holy shit! We're going to the finals again.
7 for Spo. 7 for Spo.
Talk G.
2 in the last 4 years for this group. First as an 8 seed in a non-lockout shortened season. And if you want to say that we're really a 7 seed, well, that's never fucking happened either. So first 7 or 8 seed to make the NBA finals in a non-lockout shortened season. The Heat, again, I've said this a lot. They've made finals in 3 consecutive decades. The only people to do that are the Spurs, the Lakers, and the Celtics. Eric Spoelstra and the Heat are in a class of their own. Jimmy Butler has now taken the head of the 2-time MVP and Defensive Player of the Year of a lowly Knicks team, and now the crown jewel of the NBA, the Boston Celtics. Although Knicks fans are still going to say, we Jalen Brunson pushed them harder than anybody else.
No, but
listen, that's a one silver lining. The one silver lining for the Celtics taking us to 7 is that Knicks fans can't hang that fucking shit in their mom's fucking bedroom that says like, well, listen, we took them to 6.
We took them to 6
because then they would have been like, oh man, if we were there, the refs fucking complain. Get the fuck out of here! You're nothing.
I want to focus. I really do want to focus on the Heat.
Yes,
but
yes, thank you.
We let them get one, Alf. We let them get one.
Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are a Derek White putback from national condemnation for a fucking huge choke job in Game 6, right? Yeah. Like they got bailed the fuck out, and then they came back again today, and Derek White was about to bail their ass out again today. Like, listen, like we need to have a real fucking conversation about these two. because they on some nut shit. Like these step back fucking threes, Jaylen Brown dribbling off his fucking ankle. Like here's the thing. The media will tell you that Boston is more talented because they have this blind faith in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. When time after time, they have shit themselves in big games. Time after time, if the Miami Heat isn't hurt, Miami Heat is blowing past their ass, right? Like time after time, the Heat have a better record in the playoff against the Celtics than they do. Like, what are we doing? Like we keep saying that they're more talented because you look at Max Strus, you look at Duncan Robinson, you look at Gabe Vincent, you look at Caleb Martin, and you say these motherfuckers ain't talented. But like, what are we doing? Like all we're doing is we're looking at draft stock. Like we're looking at drafts, nigga. That was 12 years ago. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
like,
about that,
over it. like, these guys are NBA veterans at this point, and you're still doing this talent shit. It is the laziest fucking analysis out there. The Heat aren't a good team. Why? Why? Oh, the Heat are shooting above their heads. They were the best shooting team in the league last year.
Come on.
The same goddamn personnel, and now you're gonna say, oh, they're shooting above. Why? Fucking like, stop being fucking lazy, national media. Like all you do is see these younger, more athletic guys and higher draft picks on the Boston Celtics, and you just automatically assume these motherfuckers were playing Hauser in like the second quarter. Peyton Pritchard was out here getting minutes. Like, stop telling me these motherfuckers are more talented. Like, we have a representative sample size at this point. I do not want to hear that the Boston Celtics are the better, more talented team again. Like, dead that shit. It's fucking over. We have a sample size. Be better. Take me out, Brass.
Run it back,
Like,
Joey Mott.
Get the fuck out of here. 3 coaches now. 3 coaches.
Yep.
Stop blaming Mozzarella. Stop blaming Ime's horny ass. Stop blaming the nerdy little white boy, whatever the fuck his name was. Yeah, whatever. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I forgot his name. Stop
The
blaming
white
those
boy.
dudes. Stop blaming Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
5
Look at
3 different point guards now too.
Yep.
They've
3
been
different
Marcus.
point
They
guards.
ring through Kyrie.
Yep.
They ran through Kimba.
Yep.
They ran
Hey,
through Kimba.
at some point, Alf, what they say, at some point, the problem is you.
Listen.
Run it
The
back.
cause
People
comes
tell
from
you
inside
who
the
they
crib.
are. Believe like, Jaylen Brown has been dribbling off his fucking foot for 10 years.
Yo.
10 years, this motherfucker can't dribble. Out here like Stanley from The Office. And you gonna keep telling me he's more talented?
At least Stanley could box out.
Like, listen, y'all,
Like Lowry.
national media, you are lazy as shit. There's no reason for you to continue to say Boston is the better team. There's nothing. There's not, because last year we were the 1 seed, they were the 2 seed. This year they were a 2 seed, we were the 7 seed. They're the fucking in the bubble, whatever. I don't care what seed we were. Like, we have played them 3 out of the last 4 Eastern Conference Finals, and we've won 2. They won 1. Why are they more
He
talented?
made the finals as a 5 seed and as an 8 seed. Eric Spoelstra can do anything. How dare you people doubt him?
And we're still missing people. Like, I'm cool.
Still
to talk
missing.
about 14
All the
minutes
people's in a hospital.
Listen,
You know who we're missing.
Jalen in a
Big girl
chokehold.
Oladipo.
yes.
And
Listen,
fucking
in a
Tyler still has
straitjacket.
Tyler still has the skill set to pick that shit apart even more. So
That's
like
right.
at some point we really gotta, I don't know, man.
Listen,
I mean,
Brian, and they keep saying we're less talented.
But
And
then
Max
show me
Strus
what the
can keep
talent
locking-
is.
Right. We need to. What's the talent?
Tell me, baby,
Max
what
and Duncan
talent to
keep
you?
locking up your dudes.
But they don't see that, Al.
Strus and Duncan Robinson.
They don't see it.
Hey,
Duncan
Haywood
Duncan out here out dribbling Jaylen Brown.
Right.
Duncan Robinson's out here out dribbling Jalen.
Well, and Max is out locking up dudes. I'm
Listen.
so
Gabe is
fucking
getting to his
impressed
spots.
with
Tell
how
me
Max
where the
was on
talent is
defense
not-
lately, man.
Vaughn and Duncan.
And I'm not blaming that box out all on him. I mean, I know that was last game. I'm not going
No,
there. I'm not
listen.
fucking going there.
That was a team win tonight.
Yes.
A professional.
No. But I'm
That
I'm
was
saying people are tearing up Max for that. But listen,
Right.
Max
doesn't
has
matter.
been
We never have to talk about it
smothering
again.
dudes in this
Exactly.
series.
Brass. That was a long time ago.
Long
Never have to
time
talk
ago.
about that.
That was a
doesn't
whole
matter.
series ago, Tiff.
What was it? A whole series
It's a whole
ago?
series ago.
Now we on to the finals.
We on to the finals with Duncan and Max.
And also, I just one more point I'd like to make.
And
Like,
Gabe. Ho.
the yes, impressive to come back 0-3, as I stated earlier. That is true. But also, considering people were terrified of Scott Foster, Tony Brothers playing on Boston's floor where they had the momentum. I mean, you look at all of that, and the fact that the Heat came out and were fucking early tonight, and they had the game in hand the whole time is not going to be talked about enough. Nope. And what you're going to hear a lot tomorrow is Jason Tatum's ankle. You're going to see so many clips. And yeah, that sucks for him because listen, I would love to have healthy teams go at it. That's the dream scenario in the NBA. Truly, healthiest teams at it. But listen, that ain't the fucking case. That's fine. But listen, Tatum was hobbled a little, but like he also wasn't getting treatment on the sideline and shit. Like it hurt a little. But also, look, you have to look at who we're fucking down. And Jimmy clearly still ain't right. They still ain't right, and you're right. They are still the healthier team.
They are still the healthier team.
Nobody talks about
when Lowry was playing on one hamstring. Everyone said, "If you're out there, no excuses.
No excuses.
You're out there, no excuses.
Keep that. What we say? Keep that energy. Keep that same energy.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Moose, what you got? Go ahead.
I totally agree with everything you guys had just mentioned on both ends, but I just want to take a moment to appreciate the historic run of this playoffs. Look, I have no problem admitting I had the dirtiest of pants coming into today's game since like 2011, 2012. You know, it was scary all day for me, okay? I felt fucking alive, especially when I saw that Scott Foster was out there. But I just want to say, like, regardless, we were going to make history tonight. We were either going to be on the right side of history or the wrong side of history. Yep. I am just so glad that everything that we were able to accomplish up till today isn't going to be for nothing. Because I just want to appreciate what we accomplished just to get here, because we were a game away from it all being
a quarter away, Moose.
A quarter
away.
Brass, you can take me out, but the culture was definitely on the line to an extent. You know, this was one of the most important games for the franchise, in my opinion.
The culture was definitely on the line.
Regardless of the outcome of what we do from here, it was just, we called a legacy game for Jimmy, game 6. This was like a culture game for game 7. It was on the line tonight, and to a certain extent.
Tiff, Bond, to Moose's point, like you guys played the game at a really, really high level, collegiately, professionally. And sometimes I think people like us, the rest of the guys on the panel who've never played at that level, sometimes we like discard the intangibles, right? Like we're very numbers based. We're very like what we see on the court. You guys have lived it, been part of it. Like tonight was a referendum on Heat culture. That's what it felt like. It shouldn't have been, but it felt like that's what we were going into tonight. And like tonight, and I'm telling you, my favorite thing about this game, I know Jimmy Butler scored 28, but Jimmy Butler was not the best player on the floor tonight.
Nope. Had no idea he scored 28. Just gonna be honest.
Jimmy was
how many times have you seen that in this series?
A quiet 28.
What?
Listen,
I thought he had 8.
But this is what I'm asking y'all. We're looking at guys like Caleb Martin, Duncan Robinson, Max Strus. Max Strus. Gabe Vincent. Like, we're looking at those 4 guys. Those are 4. And Haywood Highsmith, by the way. Those 5 guys, man.
Amos,
they
never
won
doubted
this
him.
game.
Never doubted him.
Offensively, those are the guys that won this game. And so, like, I just, like, this was a referendum on Heat culture, then let it be, because that means Heat culture is real.
Yes.
Alpha, I just realized something. We were calling for Highsmith the whole series from the very beginning.
Yep.
Spo waited until game 7, so there's no film on him going into Denver. Spopa dope! Spopa dope!
Yeah. Oh, and Jovic is ready.
Look at the batter at the bottom.
Bond,
I want you to talk a little bit about those guys, man. About these undrafted guys, like these grinders.
Yep.
Fucking grinders. Like these guys are in the NBA because they just did not give the fuck up. And in a game 7, when all these fucking draft picks on Boston are shitting themselves on the court, those undrafted guys showed up and showed the fuck out.
No, there's absolutely something to having to work for it, to putting in to failing at it. There's something to it not going the way that it's supposed to go, quote unquote. It's something to not being like the prototypical type of stereotype, and or fairy tale rather, and just having to go about it in a concerted, in a dirty, and literally a grinded out way. And you said before, kind of, I think people take for granted, some of the intangibles. Wild to me how athleticism is taken as an intangible, but it fucking matters. You get activity, you get energy, you get juice. If Caleb was not as athletic as he is, some of the shit that we saw him throughout the series would be kind of impossible to do, or much less effective. People want to give, Gabe his shit all season or however long he's even shown himself to be deserving of minutes on this team. And it's like, what are we looking at? We can talk about missed shots, but how is he getting into the shots? Are they good shots? Is his form steady? Are these shots that can be replicated? Are these things that they can fall back on? And more times than not, having failed and having to do it consistently, you build better habits, you build better things that you know that you can fall back on. So when the athleticism goes, or when like the crazy, shooting performances goes, you have a base, you have a foundation. And shout out to the organization truly for identifying the right things. There are far too many people across basketball on both sides of the gender, the theys and the thems in between, especially at the youth league. There's far too many people not prioritizing and not recognizing what the good shit is that makes up a basketball player. And it's evident. It's evident in the play style. It's evident in people that don't want to be coached. It's evident in the ways that people do and don't take care of their bodies. And you're absolutely right as far as a referendum for heat culture. Like it's people really want to shit on it, and I'm critical of it. Some of it I can really do without. But like really the work, the effort, the mentality, the hustle, you have to get people that want to work, that want to get better the hard way or the long way. And you see dividends of it. And the bubble was a fluke, quote unquote, whatever. And then we come back and have the shortest off season, and then we get swept. And it's just been this oscillation of perceptions of the group for the last for the whole the Jimmy run. And I'm really happy if you're going to have your words when it was this way, be consistent, stay with what it is. If the culture, like you said, Alf, was a flop, then once you get continued evidence of its success and what it puts out, and once you get the other teams like, oh shit, I want him, I want that, I want Nikias. I'm tired of heat culture being used as a substitute for talking about what the Heat actually do. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
People mythologize or, oh, the heat culture, what is it about? I'll tell you what it is about. Actually watch the way that we go about and comport ourselves. So I fully agree.
Say heat culture's real. You can only be here to experience it. Fuck that.
Maybe, or at least figure out what the fuck you're looking at from afar.
What's funny is, go ahead, G.
I want to add one thing to what Siobhan is saying, because another important part of this is there's a stability from ownership down to everybody in that organization.
Yeah.
And nobody is GMing for their job, and no one is coaching for their job. So they are allowed to experiment and grow with their staff and with their players. And too often in this league, do coaches win awards and get fired because they're expected results every single year. And the Heat are about the long term. They're not overreacting to bad seasons with Dion Waiters and James Johnson, or they're not reacting to a shortened season. They are here for the long run, and they have been behind Eric Spoelstra from when LeBron was literally scratching his ass in practice, asking Riley if he ever got the itch.
Bumpgate, all that shit.
All that.
But and here's the other thing that this last thing about heat culture. And
well said, G.
I agree with what Nakai is saying. Sometimes like we it's the lazy shit. Like the Heat are a bad team. Like the lazy shit is to say, oh, it's heat culture. One of the things that they've done for so long, Keith Askins, like Bruce Bowen, I'm sorry. Like they certainly, they find undrafted guys, but they find guys that fit their system. And the thing is, like, they fit their culture, whatever the culture is. Like, there's so many times like people just reach for talent, and
guys that want to work, guys that can be coached, guys that'll play a role.
And some of the darkest days of this franchise are like, we can make Dion Waiters one of us. We can make Hassan Whiteside one of us. Like we can make all these guys. Bruce Brown, that's the other Miami. Yeah, but he would fit very well here, by the way.
Yo, how bad do Frankie and I want him down here?
started.
Frankie
But
even more so.
The darkest days of this franchise is when the culture got arrogant and said we can bring anyone into our culture and make them who we are.
Dark times.
And we saw that, and we gave motherfuckers $17 million a year and all kinds of shit. And it was a very
They started dressing like space cadets.
Yeah, it was in Mickey
Shout out
Harris
James
out here with
Johnson.
bunny ears at an Easter party. It's embarrassing. It was a terrible time for the franchise.
Bad.
And what they've gotten back to is finding guys that we're not going to mold them. We're not going to get these fucking journeymen and mold them to Heat culture. We're going to find guys who fit Heat culture from the beginning, guys who want to work, guys who want to make, who are hungry, and we're going to get them into Heat culture, and we're not going to make them work hard. These are hard workers that fit our culture, and I feel like that is a difference over the last 4 years.
Can I say one more thing here too, Frank? I hope it's real love. I hope it's really starting to be the real love that Spo deserves. But I hate what feels like now an acknowledgement of Spo's ability as a coach as a means to discredit the names that are on the roster. It's been very like, oh, this is a masterful, and it has. Spo has been coaching his ass off, but Spo has also done some real questionable stuff. Again, it's a lazy recognition of what actually the players bring inside the lines.
Yes, agreed, Bond. You're not wrong. I do agree with that. However, throughout the entirety of the Big Three, Spo never got any credit for that at any point. And for years later. And we have seen super teams come and fail. And not just fail miserably. Because they don't know how to coach them. And I cannot think of another coach throughout NBA history who has won it with the elite talent and also won it with the gritty, unrecognized talent. Like Spo has done. So the fact that he's finally getting his flowers is really, I'm really happy for it. But I agree, don't do it to the detriment of the players that he has, because this roster has some really gritty dudes that have been, they've been working at it. They've been working at this for years. Okay, listen, Gabe was in the bubble. He didn't play. He didn't play it in the.
He was around.
But he was around, and he's been. So they've been building up some of these guys.
Gabe
and look how much we fucking needed Gabe.
Gabe has been a scorer his whole life.
Yeah, I know.
Gabe is a
marquee player.
Scorer.
Yeah,
right. And they just had to teach him how to pass. Caleb Martin has been a freak athlete his whole life. Like they say, oh, the Boston Celtics are more athletic. Why are they more athletic than Caleb Martin? Have you watched Caleb Martin?
Yeah.
He's one of the freakiest athletes I've ever seen. He is DJJ, but under control.
Yeah.
Like, he is
under
athletic at Derrick Jones
and can shoot.
And can dribble. Like, why are you telling me that they have better athletes than Caleb Martin? No, they don't. Derek White? Like, no. Like, stop. Like, and like,
oh god, that was terrifying. What the fuck was that?
You need like the jaws.
Shit.
Max Strus is athletic. They just say because Max Strus
is athletic. Max is sneaky athletic.
He's sneaky. He's sneaky. Don't do it, G.
Gym rat.
Scrappy.
Anyway, all right, Brass. Listen,
Duncan.
we still have a show to do.
Listen, sneaky.
And we
good
did
body
pull
control.
clips. We like to do clips. Let's go to our guys of the game. Someone said the Duncan, the guy, I didn't yam it hard enough.
What?
And I'm like, first of all,
oh come on.
Yeah.
Now you're nitpicking. And then the second thing
is
like,
undrafted, all right?
What do you think I would do if I could dunk? Like, you think I would yam?
I've seen the video today. You fell through a fence.
Yeah, we should have clipped that shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Brass.
Oh my god.
I don't know what any of these clips are.
Yeah, nor do I.
I don't know what we pulled.
Too much pure white Hennessy.
Back to
love
Jimmy.
it. Love it.
That was so nice.
You was
That
down
was
awesome.
15 throwing lazy passes.
Look at this.
Listen, I'll
Right.
say,
Look at
you know,
Jaylen Brown's trying to dribble. Thank you.
for all
But
of
he's
for all of
left-handed.
Jimmy's
Is he actually left-handed?
offensive
Like, why does he try to-
deficiencies over, you know, like in the last game in particular, and to start off this game, I mean, defensively, God, he's always on, man.
He was better this game.
Yeah.
He was getting cooked last game.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Bond. He was getting cooked last. I
He
wish
was
I was
getting
on
cooked
the
last
show
game.
last time. He was getting cooked.
Let's check this one out here. Look at Caleb.
Mm.
Oh, God damn.
Oh.
How do you?
This was the
I
one.
couldn't believe he hit that.
This was the one.
That was
This one I was like,
Caleb
oh, he's winning.
And like
Caleb
Jason
Martin
Tatum,
was
you know what?
everything-
That right, that's Kobe, baby.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
Kobe.
If
That
we're
is
ever really
Caleb
calling it,
Bryant.
Caleb was everything Jason Tatum thinks he is this series. Fucking
Man.
God,
Jason
that's so
Tatum.
sweet,
Put
man.
athleticism,
Derek-
control.
Look at Derek White with that fucking
When he made that, I was like,
corner,
oh, we're
man.
winning. Caleb's not going to let us lose.
And then Duncan.
Right?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there he is, Alf.
That's not much
That's
of a
Alf's
Gaga
favorite Gaga right there.
But it is hilarious.
I'm gonna tell you
No,
something.
that's not
It
a
is
Gaga.
hilarious.
The balls on
There you
him
go.
to do that, because after Jimmy did the timeout thing, it really went. It was all downhill from there, and the balls on Duncan to do that. And I was like, I gotta be honest with you, none of those people talked any shit all game. They haven't said shit, no Instagram post, no nothing. And Duncan's like, fuck it.
You got him doing the Hogan ear. Like
I'm glad he got some
wild.
redemption. Those were two rough misses for him. Those
Yeah,
wide
no,
open.
yeah,
If there were just a small amount of pressure on Duncan, I feel he would have made one or both of those. But
Bro.
like just wide open, man, like he
Duncan
ain't
needs
used to
to
that.
close out bad.
They
Like,
shook off those misses. He was great today.
He
Jimmy
was.
shook off that game and was very good today. And for them to go, I said at the time, that was the most devastating loss I've experienced outside of the Game 6 in 2011.
Easily.
It was so, you saw us on here. We were soul shattered. And I said today, I talked to
That wasn't
Ryan
a bit.
Cortez and Rohan, and I said, is this the biggest non-finals Heat game outside of Game 6 at Boston with LeBron? And everybody was like,
outside of
yes.
that one, yeah.
Like
Oh,
that
yeah.
was the one.
Easily.
This was the, and I tweeted the other day, sometimes the weight of history is heavier than a crown. And they had to overcome a lot to go in on the road.
I like that. That's good.
And win and
What
really,
comic book
I
did
was
you
not a
read that in?
competitive basketball.
What anime was that from?
That was all me, baby.
I hear quoting Ninja Scroll.
I was a writer at one point.
Love
So
it.
was I.
Listen, you have a Twitter account. That doesn't
Hope
count.
you had a
That's not the
copywriter.
same thing.
Four-star superstar.
Man, but y'all dead ass. Like, what a fucking game, man. Like,
Unbelievable,
honestly,
right?
this game wasn't even that good. I'm not. Just what a series, what a season. Like,
I thought it was
that
fucking
we're
great.
at this point
Yeah,
right
it
now.
was good.
I had a great time. What are you
This
talking
game was amazing.
I was-
Alf, what are you doing there?
No, this wasn't a great game.
I was nervous.
It blew them out
fantastic
in
game.
Boston.
I know, but it was like a poorly played game.
Also,
by the
regarding
Heat.
regarding the refs and shit, it's so funny to see everyone freak out in all fan bases. But in particular, for Boston fans to be complaining about calls they didn't get
Oh, you got Scott
is
Foster and Tony
so
Brothers.
goddamn funny. We have
They had
what?
two
we have
extra
six,
players tonight.
You
We
got
had
the Shaq and
6
Kobe of
free
refs.
throw
Six
attempts tonight.
free
6 free throw
throws.
attempts. Six. And we won decisively. So
complain
you
about
can't come at us
efficiency.
with this fucking Jimmy just gets all the points.
No, I do have something. I do have
But also,
something
can I just say what? But like one final point there is Boston fans complaining about officiating is like fucking Fox News complaining about the war on Christmas. Okay, listen, no one is coming after you. Okay, you have every
They
fucking.
want you there.
You have every opportunity afforded to everything. You have everything. All right,
They
like
want
fucking
Jesus to win.
other people have
Okay?
things to complain about. So fucking set this one out, Boston.
They want Jesus and Jason Tatum at the forefront. Like, stop. No, but like,
But I will
dead
say
ass.
though,
Go ahead, Moose.
no, I just really quick. When I saw who the refs were tonight, oh my
You
god!
shook. I saw you in
Oh,
the group chat.
shook, dude. I'm not even kidding. I had my phone off until about like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I just didn't want to talk to anybody. I was like depressed for like 48 hours. It was
Chad, he's not
No,
getting
but here's
it.
one thing.
He
Here's
popped
one
in the
It's not a
thing.
joke.
He
It's
popped
not
in
a
the
joke.
trap for a second. The Celtics scored 2 baskets in a row. He's like, I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Yeah, because Christian was
We were
like,
up
Christian was
19
planning
with
the-
like 4 left.
give
I'm
a
like,
shit.
move.
Well, no, but
We're
Christian was
still
planning parade routes and shit, and Moose was like, nah, I'm good.
No
but, like,
one
dead
has
ass.
ever come back from 20 points with 6 minutes left, and you guys were like,
Dom's not done.
If anything's
Dom's not
gonna,
done.
not until the clock gets
Dom's not finished.
No one's ever
There were some turnovers there. I'm like, oh, guys,
either,
don't
so.
do this.
Back to back.
No,
Dude,
so
let me tell you
listen,
something.
listen.
I didn't say a fucking word all game. I was just by myself.
Dude.
I didn't say a goddamn
None.
thing.
silent.
I didn't stop pacing from 7:15 until we started this show. That's not an exaggeration. It was bad. It was
So
bad.
okay, so listen, we could have swept them, right? But how, like, and I if you asked me before the game, I'm like, no. This is embarrassing that we even got to the game 7. How sweet was it to give them all that hope,
Man, and just
I mean, Tiff, mollywop they motherfucking ass, like.
and what time?
mollywop ass.
What was the fans leaving early? Because it looked to me like they was leaving early.
Yeah.
3 minutes
Oh,
left.
yeah.
Paul
Yeah,
Pierce left with 2 minutes left.
They ran up out of there.
God damn it. I
What's
need a
up,
video
dude?
of
I
that.
didn't know you were here.
Holy shit.
Alf,
They ran up out of there.
After last game, Tatum said, I've never been so excited to go back to Boston in my life, and I cannot
Neither
wait
have I.
to see all the fans on Monday because it's going to be fun. He was right. It was fun as hell
So
for
much
us.
fun.
I had a blast.
Yo,
I had a blast.
Because y'all saw, like, the thing is, listen, I'm over Jimmy at the end of a game talking about we're gonna win the next one. Nigga, you say that shit all the time. And half the time it work, half the time it don't. But when Spo came out to that fucking press conference and was like, I wish we could run that bitch back right now. Give me 48 minutes right now. Pounding the goddamn table. I was like, oh, it's on. I was like, we lit. I was like, here's the thing.
He set the tone perfectly. He really
It's like
did.
when you lose in tournament. You
Because
like,
because one of the things, if you're watching the games, Spo figured their ass out. Spo said, I got you, motherfuckers. I got y'all. Y'all will score 84 points in game 7. Like, you will not break 90. Like, Spo said, I got you figured the fuck out. And he had them. He knew he had them right where the fuck he wanted them. Spo came out after game 6, losing at home on a buzzer beater. And that motherfucker said, I wish you could run it back right now. You know who said
Spoke's not gonna let Mozzarella Joe take this.
No.
That was
if six
you can't.
if 6 would have gone to overtime, we would have won.
Yeah.
Like the way that the momentum was going.
I totally agree, Mon. I really
Bon,
do.
They missed their last 11 shots before they made that putback. They clipped it. It was a wrap for these motherfuckers. It's a wrap for them.
5 more minutes.
Yo, they said don't let us get one more.
That's a great point, Bon. I didn't think about that. Would have made me feel so much better. Why didn't you fucking text me that yesterday? God.
I said it. Y'all don't listen to me. It's fine.
No, Moose is just a coward. He would have been scared either way.
It's true. It's true. Man, I was in a dark place. Dark place.
Alf.
Yeah, I was
Eric
talking.
Spoelstra?
I will.
Jesus
oh my god!
Christ, again.
I will say something. Like listen, I don't normally pat myself on the back. I probably do. I just don't remember. I have been saying since Game 6 ended, we wrapping these motherfuckers up in Boston.
You have been saying that. You have been saying that. I'll give you that.
We wrapping them up because I'm telling you, I knew they was done when they went up 20-5 in the first quarter of Game 5. And Spo sat Kevin Love the fuck down, and it was a wrap since then. They've thoroughly outplayed them since that point. And the only thing that was a detriment is that Jimmy sucked.
And Cody's
and you got to play Jimmy. But Tiff, what did I say? I was like, give Highsmith like
Jimmy
6 of Jimmy's minutes.
And guess what happened?
He played 9.
Alf, look at that. Alf, you never thought you'd be here. Alf, you never thought you'd be here, did you?
Bond, they made fun of us because we previewed Haywood Highsmith on the fucking preview pod for like 15 minutes. And they're like,
Hold up. I've been previewing Haywood Highsmith since the preseason.
All day, baby.
All day. I knew them long ass arms was gonna come in handy at some point.
Situation.
Size.
Talking about defense, people. Goddamn. Defensive situations.
Okay, before we get out of here, I do want to ask you guys a little bit about Denver.
I thought you said Deadman. I was about to say, what?
I was about to say, I thought you said Deadman. Yo, he got quiet. I think everybody thought you said Deadman.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, I don't know.
We thought Zeller was bad this series.
Like, what the fuck?
They got rid of Denver and made the finals. Can we please think about that for a second?
Listen, Zeller played his part. So
no, we hope he does.
Starting lineup against Denver. Who starts at power forward? I have my own thoughts.
Who do they start at? Who are they starting? Is Aaron Gordon at
Aaron
4?
Gordon.
I think you go back. You go back to Kevin.
I go back to Kevin Love.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you put
To at
Bam.
least see what happens. To at least see how it plays out. You go back to Kevin Love.
You know what everyone does? Know what the mistake everyone makes against Jokic? They put an athletic motherfucker on him.
That's right.
Well,
you need just like a big hulking body.
I disagree with you guys are saying because they're just gonna put him in pick and roll with Jamal Murray and he's not gonna survive.
But you got to figure it out.
I think you play Bam on him and you have Jimmy help off of Aaron Gordon, who's either gonna be in the number spot or on the wing.
Right. I don't want Bam. No, unless it's the fourth quarter, 3 minutes left. I don't want Bam.
Yeah.
Man,
no, the fourth quarter.
I just don't think Kevin Love can survive on defense against that pick and roll.
Yeah,
see if he can do it.
Okay,
right.
Because honestly, that first game, it's an away game.
It's house money. You try it out. See what happens.
Yes. Go back
to me.
Listen, man, Kevin Love is back in the fucking finals. Let's talk about Kevin Love for a second.
Do you know that
every time he has made the playoffs, he has made an NBA fucking finals. Every time in his career. 5 times.
Stat of the day. No, but I honestly know that I do believe if any time that you're playing a team that has 2 bigs, like 2 legit bigs, like put Kevin Love out there. Once Boston sat Time Lord, Spo made the adjustment a game and a half too late. Like it should have been a 5-game series.
Exactly.
They should have watched these motherfuckers. It was not that hard. Spo made it very fucking hard being loyal to Kevin Love. But if you're gonna play
Zeller, what the fuck?
Yeah, if you're gonna play Aaron Gordon and Jokic, Kevin Love needs to play. He absolutely has to. Because if you play Caleb Martin, you're bailing them the fuck out because that means Bam Adebayo is going to have to fucking guard Jokic for 48 minutes, and that's a terrible idea.
And they've been okay with Kevin at the pick and roll, depending on their matchups. They've been able to do some drop, some show, and Jokic isn't a rim Jokic isn't a lob threat.
Jamal's been too good.
No, for real. When has
I gotta watch
Kevin
some
Love
film.
really?
Kevin Love was stretched so thin in this because they just showed him hard, and because in a drop he just was not
they didn't
surviving.
have to show him that hard. I agree.
But I think in a pick and roll, Jamal Murray has such a good pull up game, and he's so quick going to the rim that I just don't think he can survive. I could be wrong, but I don't really know how much he can survive.
And in the 2 games we played Denver this year, we lost by 5 and 4
without Kevin Love, and they started Caleb Martin.
Didn't Jimmy not play one of the games too?
I think so. And one of them was in foul trouble.
And on top of that, because I know Franky, I think it was you that called it out in the chat. Normally when we play Boston, it's usually on the end of a back-to-back.
Denver.
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, Denver. Yes, I'm still thinking about how we fucking.
I think they're gonna have to have Caleb on Jamal. I think they're gonna have to have Caleb on Jamal, and they're gonna have to try to survive that.
Gee, that's all they can do.
Well, I know it's a
try to survive.
That's the only guy in the league that Bam can't guard.
I will.
Bill Simmons.
I will say though,
so blue. They look demonic.
I will say though to Christian's excellent point.
Oh God,
terrifying! I had to look at the final score just to ease my soul there.
Moose, go ahead.
I was gonna say to Christian's excellent point. More so than all that. The only thing that really is just I want to get possible and adjust to the altitude because I really believe that makes a difference.
When's the first game?
It's Thursday. It's in 2 days.
Exactly. You need to get up
Hey,
there.
by the way,
hydrating.
They're flying out tonight.
Jimmy's going to Denver. Jimmy's got 2 days rest. Listen, this is why I don't want to fucking hear about Jason Tatum. Jimmy Butler, since fucking Josh Hart slide tackled his fucking ankle, has been a goddamn mess, right? And if you give him a couple of days off, he's actually been pretty damn good, 29, 31, 32 points. But he has not been the same guy. He got to the Eastern Conference Finals and like, oh, you got to play every other motherfucking day. And he has not been the same dude. And now he has 2 days off. They play on Thursday. Then they play again on like Sunday. Like the finals are spread out. I'm telling you, I'm giving the fucking Charles Barkley guarantee. Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, is about to be motherfucking back. Take me out, Brass.
Better be.
He's gonna be back. Like I'm telling y'all right now, Jimmy Butler. The problem was every other night. They played every other night. I'm not doing anything but getting drunk and watching basketball, and I'm exhausted with the Eastern Conference Finals schedule. It is taxing.
So this was a rough one.
The finals are a little better. They have a couple days of like 2 days in between games and stuff.
That's what he's talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you for listening.
Fucked up. They fucked up giving Jimmy that schedule.
You know you done fucked up though.
Steve Martin was a problem.
You know you don't fucked up right.
You know they fucked
You know
up.
you fucked up
And
right.
you know all Jokic been doing is sitting back eating snacks.
Smoking seeds.
Right?
Smoking seeds and eating snacks.
You know,
Bond, he rolled his own. He rolled his own.
They roll their own cigarettes.
I bet you that guy has no idea who he's playing.
I know his brother's been getting ready. His brother is excited to come back to South Beach. I'll tell you that.
Oh my god.
Hey, all you motherfuckers on the beach, don't fucking give them bottles. Don't throw parties. Have some fucking guts. Have some goddamn self-respect. Fuck you guys.
Oh,
Guys, I have a Portnoy's latest.
Wait. I'm hearing in my headset from Brassjazz that we have another receipt.
Brass.
Oh yeah, it's the latest one in this is in his final installment of this series. Let's see to what Portnoy.
Well, that's that. Season's over.
Ew, he fucking gross.
Blown out in
He
all
looks
the
like
game
the
7.
Suds.
Spurs didn't come out to play. Jaylen Brown literally getting the ball stolen every time he touches it. Can't stop Caleb Martin. I got a 104 fever. People probably gonna blame it on me not going to the game, but here's the thing: my
COVID
abdomen
ass.
hurts, can't eat,
COVID ass.
sweating. Kind of reminds me like, yeah, sports are great, but without your health, you get nothing. Like, like what's more important, really? Sports or being dead?
What's happening?
Like,
What is happening?
dead.
It's a bit.
What?
Wow, this doesn't go for you, Portnoy. I'll see the rest of you in the fucking finals.